G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review. Today we're going to be winding the clock back to 1984. We're going to be looking at Recondo version 1. A fan favorite, absolutely. Recondo, yeah. What can I say about this guy? He fetches a pretty fair price on the aftermarket. I've seen him go anywhere incomplete from $15 to $25, complete from $30 up to $60, depending on condition and if he has a file card or not. So this guy is a pretty hot ticket. He does have three versions, sorry, in the classified line. There's the Tiger Force Recondo. No, two versions. My apologies. There's the Tiger Force Recondo, and then there's the name eludes me. This guy, this Recondo, which the retro Recondo, which looks very much like the action figure. It does have the same card art as the action figure. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up in the background with the action figure. So the card art is very complimentary to this action figure, and he did make quite a few appearances in the Sunbow series. So he was that significant of a character where he did have those appearances. As far as playtime for me and my friends, he did get a lot of playtime. Why? Because he had camouflage. And as I aforementioned in many reviews, any Joe that had camouflage was in like Flynn. That saying, just a little history lesson here, that saying came from Errol Flynn, the actor, who escaped a lot of criminal charges that would be filed against him for misconduct against women. If you get my meaning, they would be dropped because of his celebrity status. So people were saying you were in like Flynn if good things happen to you, because nothing stuck with him later on. You know, the Teflon Don. Teflon wasn't even thought of back then, but you were in like Flint. People say Flint these days, and that does make sense. You're in like Flint. Flint is a very useful stone. Make sparks with it, but the original was Flynn, in like Flynn. So Recondo was in like Flynn with his camouflage in our playtime. On top of that, his clothing was tan, and that fit in with the desert theme out here. So that got in a lot of playtime for us. Do I recall seeing him on the shelves as a child? You bet. Did I see him? Yes. My first experience seeing him was at my favorite store, Smitty's. It was known as Fred Meyer in other states. This one was on Greenfield Road and Main Street in Mesa, Arizona. Smitty's was a huge store. I loved it because it had everything. It was not only a grocery store, it had a full-size bank in it, a full-scale restaurant, had a barber shop, had a sporting goods department, had a department store for clothing, had housewares, a huge toy department. It had everything that you could possibly think of in that store. So I just loved shopping there. And at the time when I had seen, the toy department was always moving around. They were always rearranging things in that store. The time I recall seeing Recondo, when you walk in, this store was more, the entrance was more towards the south. So when you walk in that entrance, this was on the side close to the bank. You'd walk in, and the toy aisle was near the apparel department. And G.I. Joe wasn't on an end cap, but the whole aisle was dedicated to G.I. Joe. And I remember seeing him up on the shelf, up on the pegs there, right next to Storm Shadow. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's Storm Shadow, there's Recondo. Oh man, what am I going to do? Because we had Firefly, we had Snake Iron, we had the Scrap Iron, we had the Baroness, we had Storm Shadow, Recondo. It was a great year for G.I. Joe. And we had a lot of really cool small toys that were out that year as well. We had the ammo dump, which, or did that come out in '85? I can't remember, but I do recall seeing that out on the pegs as well. Oh, we who else was Spirit was another one that was out on the pegs at that time too. But it was getting near Christmas, so I was writing these guys down. This is who I want, Recondo was on the top of my list. But alas, I did not get him that year. Sorry for all the notifications coming up on my phone. The phone uploaded new software, and I do not know how to mute notifications now. So I apologize for that. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this Recondo. So happy to have him as part of my collection. Here we go. All right, here he is, Recondo, looking pretty sharp. Very, very nice looking specimen. I've sold quite a few of these, actually, on my eBay page, but this one is mine. I will not sell it because the crotch is broken. It used to have the crotch there, but my drone crashed into it and broke the crotch off of it. So anyway, looking at Recondo, very cool character. He has this Australian style bush hat. He has one side turned up. Which I think is pretty cool. I had a third grade teacher that always wore a hat like this on rainy days. He only wore it on on rainy days, and that was it. He's kind of an interesting teacher, very eccentric. Greg Davitt was his name. Pardon me, allergy season. Recondo has brown hair. You see it goes down to his collar. He has this very nice curled up mustache, brown eyes, and brown eyebrows. He has this tan shirt that's unbuttoned to show his bare chest. He does have a holster that's slung across his shirt or across his chest, and the straps do go down to his back and attached to his web belt. And he does have a sculpted on pistol. Looks like he has some jump wings onto his shirt there. Can't quite make out the patch here on his shoulder, on his arm anymore. Sleeves are rolled up. He is wearing a green watch on his left wrist. He has a brown web belt with a few pouches on it. He is wearing tan pants with green tiger stripe camo on it. And he does have a black, looks like bayonet on his right leg or left leg, but there is no strap holding it into place, which is a missed opportunity. But you could see here on the card art, it's a kukri, which is a curved knife. So that's a change that was made with him. On this side, he has another bellows pocket. He is wearing jungle boots, where the bottom part of the boot is leather and the upper part of the boot is canvas. So moving Recondo off to the side, he is wearing does have a green backpack on a metal frame. The backpack has a bedroll up at the top. He has one canteen, and you can see the straps on the backpack. And I drop it. See the pouch on that side and this side as well. And he came with this, I think it's an M1 machine gun, I believe, with a collapsible stock. You see it has a bipod right here that's sculpted on, and he has camouflage cloth wrapped around it. Pretty nice little gun. The barrel sometimes you'll find on the aftermarket is broken off. If you could see right here, it's starting to stress. You see the stress fracture little forming. It's starting to turn white up on the barrel. So that's something to watch out for. And a side-by-side comparison of the two Recondos. If I could zoom in on them. Not a bad little compliment. with the classified series and the vintage line. Nice compliment. I do like that quite a bit. Very happy to finally own that. I also have the Tiger Force version. Which was also available in the vintage line, but he was the helicopter pilot. So, needless to say, he is a well-loved and popular character in the Joe line and on the Joe team. Okay, so 1984 gave us some really good Joes that year. You know, the Cobra got Firefly, Scrap Iron, and the Baroness. They had a nice lineup there. We had Recondo that came out that year as well. Can't remember the full lineup of Joes that came out that year. But this was Series 3. That, you know, Series 1 was 82, 83 Series 2, 83 was Series 4. So 84, Series 5, I think, if I remember right. I've been up since 2 a.m. Little tired. But yeah, Recondo, great looking action figure. Do you have Recondo? Let me know in the comments below. Did you have him? Please share your thoughts and memories of this action figure. I'm always happy to hear from you guys. I do answer back. That's the favorite part of this project, this job. Is hearing from you guys. It's very rewarding. If you do have a request for a specific toy, if I do have it, I will be more than happy to review it for you guys. That's another thing I don't mind doing for you. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. That really helps out this channel. Thank you to all the new viewers who stopped by. Welcome to the Toy Dungeon. Glad you did stop by and listen to this old fart yammer on about toys. I do really appreciate it. This is a lot of fun doing it. Coming up 10 years. It's been great. Gosh, it's great. It's been a heck of a ride. My gosh. What a ride. Has it been 10 years? I'll have to look back. I started doing it when I moved into this house. So I'll have to do the math on that. It might not be 10 years, but it's close enough to 10 years. So anyway, it's been a long ride, and it's been a fun ride, and I'll keep on doing it as long as I possibly can. So you guys, thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to all my new subscribers as well. You guys are great. You make this channel what it is. Otherwise, I'm just a guy talking to a camera. Stay safe out there. Be kind to yourselves. You deserve it. Be kind to everyone around you. You never know what type of day someone's having. An ounce of kindness goes a very long way. Be kind to your animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. And this is Joe Motion Videos 82 saying goodbye for now. We'll see you next week for another G.I. Joe toy review.